Do you have big or even little dreams but feel like you can't even imagine them coming true? Do you feel like you just don't have the energy to allow yourself those dreams? Never mind thinking about taking the first step. Do you desperately want something in your life, but every single step towards it feels like you're wading through treacle? Hi, I'm Zoe Foster from rawyogauk.com, and I want to talk to you today about whether your chronic illness is holding you hostage. So those of you who have followed me for a while know that I am still in recovery from probably several chronic illnesses, but most notably I suffered extreme adrenal fatigue problems alongside my topical steroid withdrawal, which you can read more about on the blog. I won't go into it here, but suffice to say that for most of my life, I've, had low energy, extreme low energy. And on top of that, chronic illnesses, asthma, eczema, allergies, awful allergies. And I just struggled with the basics every day. As those of you who have chronic illnesses, you know how much of a struggle it is. Just sometimes to do the simplest of things for yourself, like getting dressed in the morning. Sometimes, having a shower is actually still a huge thing for me. It still takes a lot of my own inner resources to get up and have a shower and get dressed for the day. So, if you're there, I know how it feels. But I want to talk to you today about whether you are able to move past this feeling of whether your chronic illness is a valid reason to not go after what you really want in life. And I know how big of an emotive subject this is for you, because it has been for me, and pretty much every day I still come back to it and I will still say, I can't do this because, whatever. And this is one of the reasons that although I've run Raw Yoga for around 2 years now, this is my first video blog, because this was just a no-go area for me. With my skin issues, with all of my health issues, there was no way that I was going to get in front of a video camera. So this is a big step for me, and I'm so pleased to be able to share this with you so that you can see that you can move through these issues for yourself, and you can do it in a step-by-step fashion at the times when you feel ready, just to push yourself that little bit further. So it's not like you have to jump in at the deep end. You don't have to, overcome everything all at once for yourself. So some of the steps that I took every day to bring myself out of that feeling of being really stuck, of that place, feeling like I couldn't move forwards in my life, that I couldn't really have the things that I wanted so desperately, because, I didn't have the energy, I didn't have beautiful skin, whatever it was, I can't even remember some of the stuff that I used to tell myself now, because it was so crazy. I would just tell myself this stuff to hold myself back. And the thing is that in the last couple of years, despite being really ill, I have set up a business that I love. I absolutely love what I do every single day. I have a family life that I adore, There's just so much abundance in my life, and I know that I'm moving towards having exactly what I want because I'm taking those little steps. And one of the biggest factors for me was learning to work with my own rhythms. So this is absolutely key. Especially if you have a chronic illness, you'll know that some days you feel pretty good. You know, you're kind of on top of the world, and those daily things that you have to do, like getting dressed, like having a shower, like, you know, getting the kids ready for school, whatever it is, some days those will just come easier to you, you know, though you'll get through it and you'll maybe even be quite happy on the other side. And other days you don't want to get out of bed. You want to curl up under the duvet and not even think about the world at all, you know, because it just makes you feel so overwhelmed. Everything's a struggle on those days. And what we tend to do, especially if you have a chronic illness, then you will know that you beat yourself up about it most of the time, because we put this incredible expectation upon ourselves to be like everybody else, be like the healthy people, you know, who don't have these problems, to push through it. We have this idea that we've just got to push through it to the other side. And if you have a chronic illness, that, you know, most of the time that is just going to make you worse. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, you know, every possible way it's going to make you worse, and it's going to have repercussions, so that if you do push through it, the next day, the next week, maybe even the next month, you'll be paying for it. Does that resonate? You know, because that's my story for sure. So working with your own rhythms, accepting that on some days you will do great, you'll do just fine, and you'll be able to have the energy to take step-by-step action towards what you want and can have in your life, because there's no excuses. Absolutely no excuses. And that's the second step, is that you can make excuses till the cows come home. But at the end of the day, if you want something in your life, you go for it. You go for it. However ill you are, whatever it takes, just take incremental, day by day or month by month action. So, if you need to get yourself on that path, get out of that stuck place, start changing your mindset. Some people think that you have to feel better before you change your mindset, and actually that's not true. A change in mindset will start to make you feel better. I promise you. So start to feel immense gratitude for what you have in your life, for example, for what you have right now, not for what you hope to have, or, you know, not even concentrating on all of the stuff that you don't have yet. You know, it's not about things aren't perfect, or even, you know, I want more. It's about appreciating what you have right this second. And I absolutely promise you that that will invite in all of the rest. And more importantly, it makes you feel good, you know? It changes up that whole energy for you. It releases more vital energy for you. So figure out what to do on the days that you feel good, what to do on the days that you feel bad. Change up your mindset and work with your own rhythms. Now, I'd really like you to tell me what your dream is and what steps you are going to start taking in your life to acknowledge your own rhythms and to work with them, to move easily, gracefully, and energetically forwards on your own path. I'd be so happy to chat with you if you want to have a complimentary 20-minute shake-up session with me, and let's just, find out what's going on for you and exactly what tips that you can start to incorporate into your daily life to get you into that heightened and sustainable energy pattern to move towards your ultimate goals. Let's hop on a call, let's chat. I can start to take you through the movements. So if you are interested in that, then just private message me on Facebook at facebook.com/rawyogauk, or email me at zoe@rawyogauk.com. This has been Zoe Foster, Life Alchemist at rawyogauk.com. It's a beautiful time to begin.